Engineering News Records top seismic product of the 20th century. He has also received several recognitions globally. Now, with immense pleasure, I request Engineer Ashraf Habibullah for the virtual inauguration of 36 kilowatt solar power project.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, it's really early in the morning here, but it's an extreme pleasure to join all of you at this event. I mean, I tell you, every time I meet anybody from NED College at any gathering or any event, the deference and the love and the friendship that you accord me, I mean, I have so many events to talk about, but let's start with today. I especially wore my red jacket because we were supposed to do this at Valentine's Day, but this is a day to celebrate, so I'm gonna turn on my lights. जैसे शिवरात के दिन करते हैं ना, बत्तियां शत्तियां जलाते हैं. So let me see, how's that? All right. So I'm going to do my official duty now, which is my pleasure to hereby inaugurate this solar panel project at NED University. And on the count of 3, I hereby declare it open. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, sir. Let us watch a short video about the overview of the project.
Keeping the earth clean and livable for our future generations to come is a shared responsibility which is beyond class and borders. NED University, as one of the leading engineering universities, recognizes its role in creating experiences for its students, faculty, and staff, which can showcase and build capacity towards climate change, best practices, and behaviors. Achieving carbon neutrality is one such initiative. Our carbon footprint is approximately 3,000 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. The university is working on multi-pronged mitigation strategies to reduce this footprint. The efforts include tree and urban forest plantations, development and use of efficient appliances, responsible behavior towards energy consumption, and transformation towards renewable energy sources. The 36 kilowatt solar power project installed on the rooftop of Electrical and Computer Engineering Laboratories building is a generous contribution by our prominent alumnus, Engineer Ashraf Habibullah. The project was initiated in October 2020 and completed in January 2021. The plant comprises of 82 PV panels, each capable of generating 445 watts of electrical energy. The panels send energy to a 60 kilowatt smart inverter. The inverter also has a net metering feature available for use at any instant. The online dashboard and device management system provides real-time and historic performance of the system. The solar project primarily energizes the laboratories, classrooms, and faculty offices of electrical engineering. The highly efficient Tier 1 category PV panels are capable of generating 144 units on daily basis. It is projected that annual generation from the system will be about 52,000 units, resulting in financial savings of approximately 1 million rupees every year. The ROI of the plant is expected to be between 3 and 4 years. More importantly, the project is estimated to save 42 tons of carbon dioxide emissions per year, which is equivalent to 2,300 fully grown trees saved from being cut down annually. This generous contribution allows NED University to neutralize 1.4% of its carbon footprint, and it is expected that through such great steps, we will be able to become a carbon neutral campus, inshallah. We are thankful to engineer Ashraf Habibullah for this generous gift on the occasion of NED University's centennial year. We also appreciate the support of UKAA and Free Fuel Private Limited for the seamless execution of the project.
Small steps lead to big impacts. We wish this initiative all the best in creating the impact for the promotion of solar energy for our university and beyond. Now it is my proud privilege to request Dr. Sarosh Hashmat Lodi, Vice Chancellor, NED University of Engineering and Technology, for his address.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My wonderful friend Ashraf Habibullah and all the alumni of NED University of Engineering and Technology who are present here physically and who have joined us virtually from all over the globe. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning, evening, afternoon, respectively. I will start by thanking Dr. Saad Qazi for giving me an opportunity to speak before Ashraf, because nobody can speak after Ashraf, and I assure that there is no Parchi this time. And we are anxiously looking forward to hear a wonderful visionary with all this enthusiasm and energy. Ashraf is still an 18-year-old studying in first year at NED when he speaks about NED, and he brings back a lot of wonderful memories and a lot of tears, the way he speaks passionately about this institution. I am also thankful to Tariq Saab for being a facilitator and helper in realizing this project. Tariq Saab, I had an opportunity to meet with him once, maybe twice, had spoke with him several times on telephone. But he's a wonderful man, a gem of a person, and without him, this would not have been possible. I would also like to mention Aslam Siddiqui. Aslam Siddiqui was the president of NED Alumni Association North America then, and he obviously was a great help in realizing this project and connecting us with Tariq Saab and others. So Aslam, thank you very much for your support. NED University, I have a long association like most of you. It's been 40 some years now, my affiliation with this institution. And as the time is going away and passing by, my strength and bond is strengthening every day, like all of us. However, it is a wonderful feeling to see, the alumni connecting with this institution. And in my personal experience, and I have seen a lot of jealous colleagues of Vice Chancellor of other university when I talk proudly of NED University and its alumni connection. I'm so proud that, alhamdulillah, the connection between NED alumni and NED University is the best in the country without any doubt. We have seen it. We've seen it in 2019, December, and inshallah, you will see it in a much bigger fashion and manner in December 2021. We're planning something, and I hope that the COVID situation allows us. So Ashraf, you have to come back home. We are waiting for you. We can adjust the dates according to your calendar, but we are waiting desperately for you to come and join us in the celebration of the centennial years. And I'm sure as usual, you will never say no. Whether it is December 2020 or February 22, it doesn't matter. We will wait for you. And we'll wait for all the other alumni to join us. And there's a long list of alumni who is contributing. Very recently, Ahsan Zafar has very generously fulfilled his commitment that he had made on the 29th of December 2019, and he has picked up a lot of projects that were remaining, that was for the development of NED University. There are 2-3 projects, the development of the baby daycare center, and I'm sorry, I forgot. There are several. So, there's a long list. So thank you, Ahsan, for the generous support. I must also mention NED Alumni Association North America, Tanveer Malik Saab and others who have started fulfilling the commitments and the pledges that they've made. I'm also thankful to Asim Murtaza Khan, Sohail Bashir Saab and his team at NED Alumni Association in Pakistan for fulfilling their pledges and commitments. So there's a lot of things, that are coming our way. And I'm finding it difficult, to be very honest, to keep the momentum going, because there's such an overwhelming response and love and affection that is shown towards this institution. Like all of you, I've also fallen in love with this institution a long time ago, if I remember correctly, in this very auditorium, 15th of June 1980, the first time I entered this hall. And I still have that same feeling as a afraid first-year timid student sitting at the back, looking forward for a prosperous future. And alhamdulillah, God has been very gracious to me and to all the NED alumni who have graduated from this wonderful institution. I can see Ashraf here with his wonderful red jacket. Actually, we had planned this event to be on the 14th of February, the Valentine's Day, to celebrate the NED love affair with this institution. Unfortunately, we had to postpone this event for some unavoidable circumstances, but it's, let's say today is our Valentine's Day for NED. With this, I'm once again thankful. I'm looking forward to some other significant contributions. I would like to continue our relationship the way it is going. And I'm thankful once again to Ashraf, his team, and his commitment. I must mention one thing. When I was growing up at NED University as a first-year student, I knew Ashraf Habibullah then, because we were using his software even then. It was about 40 years ago. So since then, without knowing the person, then I had an opportunity to meet with him a few times in the US and once in Pakistan. And I look forward to have him again. And I'm sure it's not me. All of us would like to hear from him today and in the celebration. So thank you, Ashraf. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable and visionary words. Ladies and gentlemen, the most awaited moments of the evening are about to come. It is my proud privilege to request our Honorable Engineer Ashraf Habibullah to kindly deliver his address.
Well, thank you, Dr. Sarosh, and thank you, Tariq, for those very kind words. I don't know whether I'm truly deserving of those, but it's very humbling. And I have to start out by saying that it's such an incredible pleasure to be here. Just hold on, sorry about that. Forgot to turn my phone off. That's the first thing you're supposed to do. But it's such an incredible pleasure to be here. I just have to say that this year it's actually 52 years since I graduated from the NED College, and to this day, I have made people ask me, because we get together very often and we talk about NAD College, and people ask me, what is the most vivid memory you have associated with your college days? And you know what? There's really not one memory. I have so many amazing memories associated with my time at that university and at the college. And I look back at some. It turns out that those 4 years were probably the best years of my life. Um, I'm getting an echo now. Is can we fix that? Something happened. Or should I just continue on? I can do that. Maybe I should just continue. So anyway, I mean, this echo is really loud. It's getting in the way of me speaking. Can we fix that? Or Saad?
Yes, we are trying to figure it out.
It all of a sudden started to happen.
Phone off?
Huh?
Is your phone off?
Yes, my phone is off. There's nobody on the phone. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, well, it's gone now.
All right. Okay.
Okay, let me continue. Sorry about that. So I was saying is that those were some of the most, those I think were the most incredible years of my life. I mean, those that know me, that I really was not that good a student when I first started out there. In fact, पहले FE में तो मेरी 2 supplementary आई, and but because seriously, I mean, when I entered the university, the college, I had no interest in studies. I mean, my interests were, were basically friends, singing, we just sang a lot. वो NAD कॉलेज में जो बेंच होती थी प्रिंसिपल के ऑफिस के सामने, वहां बैठ के हम लोग गाने गाया करते थे. और फिर बंस रोड के खाने, I mean, we just would hang around in Buns Road, धागे वाले kebab and daily Muslim Kale hotel mein khane. I mean, that's all we did. It's obviously supplementary to aani hai. But the thing is that looking back over 50 years, you kind of wonder as to what happened, because all of a sudden so many amazing things happened in my life, and you start looking back, and then I've had a little interest in psychology over the years, and psychologists will tell you that you don't learn by being told. You learn by absorbing the environment that you grow up in. And those were some of the things that I actually learned at NAD College, that without even knowing that I was learning them, because although, I wasn't a good student, but the professors that we had there, some of them were so kind and so friendly that they instilled in you a willingness to learn. And that is something that when you have a good professor, they don't necessarily teach you. What they do, which is more powerful, is that they instill in you a willingness to learn, so that when you leave the university, you have this desire to learn everything. And that's what actually happened by the time I left NAD and I came to the University of California at Berkeley. I had this incredible desire of knowing everything that was going on, and I developed this interest in computers, and I was just at the right place at the right time, and then, of course, when you have a degree in engineering, which I think is something that is so powerful, because engineering is one profession that teaches you how to think logically. So you can figure things out for yourself, given a set of conditions A and a set of conditions B, how you start at A and you end up at B, the steps that you need to implement that change. As an engineer, you can figure it out yourself, and then of course, my friends had such a contribution to my whole life. And over the years, I mean, my father used to have so many friends. And I remember when I came to America, my father was a colonel in the army. तो वहां तो ये होता है ना कि भाई colonel साहब की तो बड़ी धाक होती है. So he actually took me onto the tarmac, up into the plane, and he sat me down actually on the plane or many seatbelt bandi, and he says, go make something of your life. And remember, make a lot of friends. They will come in handy. And, my friends from NED College, I tell you, they would make me do things which taught me how to live out of my comfort zone. जिसे हम उर्दू ज़बान में कहते हैं ना, बेशरम बना दिया, but what that allowed me to do, that it allowed me to ask for things that I would like to have, with no reservations, बेशरम की तरह जाके डीन से बात करना, and to talk to them and ask them if I can teach at a course at the university, And the beauty about it is that it's amazing that when you ask for something, how much people are willing to give you if you just ask for it. Yes, every now and then people will say no, but you'll be surprised at how many times they do say yes. But you see, all of these things that I learned, they all go back to the roots that I have at NAD. And that is one of the reasons I love the university so much. To this day, 50 years later, I still have friends that I talk to on a weekly basis. We get up talk on the phone, talk about the old times that we had there, and that is that is one of the lessons that I learned, that to live out of your comfort zone. Because and then to try everything that opportunities that come your way. I mean, those that know me know that I never wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to be a rock star. I wanted to, I wanted to be a playback singer. That's what I really wanted to be. But you see, the thing is that I tried out engineering, and when I came to America, I tried out all of the various things that are available, and I found such a passion associated with structural engineering. And that's the key thing, that, when you live outside of your comfort zone and you kind of try everything, you will find a job or a passion that is so great that you're willing to do it for free, and because you have passion associated with it, you just work at it, the biggest tragedy in life is not death. The biggest tragedy in life is arriving at the end of your life and looking back at all of the opportunities that you missed because you were afraid to answer the door when opportunity knocked, So that's what, because of NED College, didn't happen to me. Whenever an opportunity came, I tried it. I tried a wide variety of different things. I tried photography. I tried dance. I tried software development. I tried starting a dance company, and all of these things that I tried, and you find something. Eventually, I settled on software development because it was so exciting and the times were so great. And I was so lucky to meet so many people along the way, made friendships that were so amazing. So when I when I look back at NED College, that's where all the roots I find, where uh, which resulted in me being able to do the things that I have done today. And then I look around all across America and all across the world, all of these amazing engineers that are doing such incredible work that all have basically started their lives at NED College. And that's the reason why, I am always so glad to meet people from NED. And all across the United States, we have all of these NED alumni associations. And I mean, they're just so kind to me. I mean, I get to address all of them. I mean, one year I remember there were 5 conventions associated with NED, local NED chapters that I was invited as a speaker. And wherever I go, uh, the deference and the love that they accord me, I mean, it doesn't it doesn't go unnoticed. And to do something like this, I mean, it's I mean, I really appreciate all uh, the welcome that you have given me at to inaugurate this event. And it's I just think that education should be a basic human right, and anything that we can do as people to promote education, it just is good for all of humanity. I just think that we are human beings. I totally believe are fundamentally created for making the life of another human being better. And that's why I like engineering so much, is because as engineers, we make life better for all of humanity, on a daily basis. I just think that uh, engineers are the reason why we even have an economic infrastructure. You just have to, especially when, I mean, I look at things from a structural engineering standpoint. I mean, we are actually in the business of saving lives, where you can see that when an earthquake comes in an area where engineering technology is not used, literally hundreds of thousands of people die. But when you do use the technology, you do use it correctly, essentially nobody dies. So I think we as engineers, our contribution to humanity is limitless. It's limitless. I mean, we should be ruling the world, considering the contributions that we have to humanity. So I mean, I'm willing to answer some questions, but I don't know. I wasn't quite sure as to what what was expected of me to speak at an occasion like this. I mean, I have so many things to talk about, and so many stories. I mean, and they say that it's dangerous to hand Ashraf the microphone, because um, uh, once you give him the mic, it's going to be difficult to take it back from him. So, but I'm going to kind of end here now, and then if there's anything specific that you want me to talk about, I am happy, because like I said, NED is Pakistan is my home country, and NED is my home base, and anything that I mean, like I said, I'm really looking forward to coming there again, and hopefully this whole pandemic subsides so we can come out there and have the biggest party that NED has ever seen. So but until then, I again thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward to meeting everybody in person. Thank you.
Our contribution to humanity as engineer is limitless. Very well said, sir. Thank you for very interesting, nostalgic, yet thought-provoking address. We have with us Engineer Suhail Bashir, Chairman, Institution of Engineers Pakistan, Karachi Center. I would very kindly request Engineer Suhail Bashir to present the alumni reflections on the occasion.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I start in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Well respected Mr. Ashraf Habibullah, Mr. Tariq of UKAA, Dr. Sarosh Ashmat Dodi, Dr. Tafail, Dr. Saad Kazi, and various distinguished guests present in this auditorium, and many of you who have joined us online. It's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope everybody is fine during this COVID days. Well, Sarosh said that talking after Ashraf Habibullah is a difficult thing, and that difficult thing has been given to me. But this time I found Ashraf Habibullah more serious and didn't talk that much off, so that probably it's my lucky day, Ashraf, that you have given me an opportunity. So first of all, as the member of the NED Alumni, International Alumni Network of Association of Pakistan, on behalf of the President, Mr. Asim Murtaza Khan, our Secretary, Mr. Abbas Sajid, Vice President, Dr. Sanghi, the Treasurer, Farooq Arabi, and other distinguished alumni living in Pakistan, I am really thankful to Ashraf Habibullah for his generous donation for this solar power project for NED, and look forward for such more contributions, not only from Ashraf Habibullah, but also from many other alumni who are willing, as said by Dr. Sarosh, to give whatever they have, because every NED alumnus believe that whatever they are today in their respective careers is one of the main key thing in their career is the role of NED college, NED university, and whatever. And being myself the NED alumnus, I feel that whatever I have achieved in my career, it is because of the NED university. And again, very rightly said by Ashraf Habibullah that we have very good memories of our student days in this university. I remember when we took over this auditorium, and I think we were in second year, and we polished ourselves, this particular floor, by mention polish, because at that time, and we wanted to have few programs in this auditorium, and there we had a lot of programs in this auditorium. Plus we had a lot of very good things to be remembered of this campus and also of old campus. Now I'll take the opportunity also to thank our other distinguished alumni, which was also mentioned by Dr. Sarosh. One of them is Ehsan Zafar from EPTL Angro, who has in our NED alumni get the grand gala get together. He promised to offer few of the projects, and now those projects have started. One of them is the daycare center, and other one is the solarization of the library of NED University. I must also mention Mr. Tanveer Malik, the chair of NED Alaf, who on behalf of NED Alaf and NED Alumni Association of North America, at the function on 29th of December 2019, promised to give smart classrooms for and agreed to for a generous donation of $10,000 on behalf of NEDLF. I believe that has already reached the NED University, and that project has started. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the then President of NAD, NA, Aslam Siddiqui, and now the President Anas Hashmi for their continuous support of and gathering many projects and funds for the NAD alumni. There are a few projects. Then one of the project which was pledged by the NAD International Alumni Network Association of in Pakistan, and that was the developing the old, Ashraf, if you remember, the old chimney building, that into a beautiful museum, plus also showcasing all the projects of the NAD architecture department. So that project has already started, and hopefully in the next 4 to 5 months that will be completed, and we will be inaugurating that soon. Similarly, few of our alumni, those who have given their pledges. One of them is our distinguished alumni, the present member of the National Assembly, Aftab Siddiqui, who has agreed to give endowment chair for water, and that is also in pipeline, and hopefully that will also soon will see the light of happening. And similarly, our very distinguished alumni, Safwan Shah, pledged in that particular function about the digital scanner for examination system. And I hope that due to this COVID and all those situations, that project has been delayed a lot. It delayed somewhat, but very soon that will also be available to the university. Similarly, one of our alumnus, I remember Akram Azam, contacted us, and he also offered some projects for $10,000 for the NAD University. That pledge is also available, and we are working with Dr. Sarosh and his team for the whatever projects they will feed. And then recently, myself and Dr. Tufail discussed with the NAD LF, and they have also asked for other projects where they can pitch in their funds for this for the NAD University. So all in all, lot of things are happening, and I am really proud that all the NAD alumnus are working towards the betterment of the NAD University, and whatever they can do in their humble way, they are doing. And of course, Ashraf Habibullah is the shining star among all the alumnus. I am really thankful to Ashraf for whatever he has done, and probably he's donating every year the upgraded software also to the university. And I'm fortunate to meet Ashraf on 3 occasions at the last 3 conventions in USA, and a lot of photographs with his shining jackets I have with me. And thank you, Ashraf, for everything you have done for NAD, and look forward for more. So thanks a lot for giving me patient hearing. Thank you very much, and I wish NAD University long success, big success. Thank you very much.
Can you hear me? यार मुझे जरा माइक जरा फिर से एक मौका दें बात करने का।
जी प्लीज गो अहेड।
मैं ये कह रहा था कि भाई ये इतनी लोग सोच रहे होंगे ये अशरफ बोरिंग स्पीच दे के चला गया हैं, तो I wanted to maybe refresh some of our memories from the old times, हैं, कोई गाना शाना हो जाता है एक आध, ताकि आप लोग को जाएं तो जरा खुशी कोई पता चले कि भाई अशरफ आया था वहां पे, बोर करके नहीं गया, क्योंकि that's what we used to do. सबसे मेरी जो my vivid memories of the time were all of the singing that we did from, और खास तौर पे बंस रोड पे हम लोग जो खाने वाने खाते थे. So in the honor of Bunce Road and the honor of all of the wonderful times that I had, आपको मैं एक गाना सुना देता हूँ बंस रोड का, तो मुलायजा हो. वहां होते थे बुंदू खान, वो बंस रोड के रेस्टोरां, ओ दूध मिलाई के मर्तबान और फ्रेस्को की दुकान, वो कुल्फी खीर कबाब और नान थे सब बीमारी के सामान। ओ बाबू हो जाना फुटपाथ पर, बंदर रोड से केमाड़ी मेरी चली रे घोड़ा गाड़ी। बाबू हो जाना फुटपाथ पर। ये आया रेडियो पाकिस्तान, गोया के खबरों की दुकान। तू इसके गुंबद को पहचान, कहीं मस्जिद का हो न गुमान। के होता है दर से कुरान, कभी गुमशुदगी का ऐलान। ओ बाबू हो जाना फुटपाथ पर, बंदर रोड से की माड़ी मेरी चली रे घोड़ा गाड़ी। ओ बाबू हो जाना फुटपाथ पर। अब तो बंस रोड आने को जी कर रहा है फिर से। बहरहाल, that's it for now. इसी तरह हमने वहां 4 साल गुजारे बेंच के ऊपर गाने गा गा के। And you know, just what can I say? I'm 70. I'm going to be 74 years old pretty soon, and but don't you worry. I plan to be around for another 50 years, inshallah. So anyway, again, thank you so very much for this opportunity. You know, I just want to be there in person so we can interact, see each other, and I mean Zoom and everything is nice, but you just don't have the same feeling जो कि you know आमने सामने होने के साथ आती है. You know, we just I miss the human interaction a lot, and I hope that soon we will have an opportunity to meet in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, once again, and thank you, Sir Bashir Saab. Now, may I request Professor Dr. Ataullah Khwaja, Chairman, Electrical Department, NED University, to kindly come and present the vote of thanks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sarosh Hashmat Lodi, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Muhammad Tufail, Engineer Ashraf Habibullah, Engineer Sohail Bashir Saab, Tariq Saab, Dean Dr. Saad Ahmad Tazi, colleagues and distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum. I am very much thankful for joining us today and to honor this event. And special thanks to Engineer Ashraf Habibullah for extending this kind of support to the NED University of Engineering and Technology, and hoping for the same in future. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for joining us. Your esteemed presence has made this event successful. With this, the inaugural ceremony is now concluded. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Khuda Hafiz.